So it's a lovely evening, about 20 to 9, Holland's Hall, sort of a spa entrance, or the golf club entrance. And I've just been in there. Got these, I think these are Siberian irises, I think, in the gardens. So the swimming pool is in there, all that area. We're kind of high up here, above it. And then the golf course is all around. It's huge. It's an 18-hole golf course. So you've got the kind of first tee up the hill up there. 10th tee and driving range is kind of around the other side of the hotel and that way. So that's still a high up window compared to where the pool is. But yeah, so the pool's sort of down there. And the other night when I came down where the front of the hotel, where they've got all the kind of chessboards and what have you, there was archery on. Must be sort of a corporate event, and also some other sort of bowls, kind of, I don't know what it was, some other kind of game they're playing on the kind of lawn there, the croquet lawn there, where they've got the chess. They're playing some game down there, and they were playing archery on the grass down here. But I think there's like proper like corporate event company that comes and does these things, team building and what have you, or just games or entertainment and that sort of thing. So yeah, so you can have walks on the golf course. You go right out that way at the front of the hotel, right down there, quite a big golf course, and then as I say up here, people use buggies because it's a bit of a hill going up that way, but yeah. And then it's actually right next to another golf course that it's right next to, which is further up that way, which is I think a council run one. Friday morning, back down at Otley Nature Reserve again, and the forecast yesterday, when I looked for this time in the morning, Friday morning, was for a bit of drizzle, but actually there's not a cloud in the sky. Completely clear, completely sunny, lovely morning, calm and bright, and weird cobwebs here. They're like cocoons or something. They're really thick. Yeah. Maybe some sort of caterpillar type thing, because you can see all the eggs there. Them black dots are there, millions and millions of little eggs, and they've all been wrapped up in that sort of webbing. And there might be like a little nest that then caterpillars like hatching, because I can see them in there. Or it could be something else, I don't know. Could be just, yeah, spider's nest. So the pond that they created recently, the last time we came, had a lot of tadpoles, but there's no shade because they haven't put any plants yet. And I can't see a single tadpole. I think they've all been eaten. And there's actually algae starting to grow. You can see these towers of algae, these sort of things sticking up, starting to grow because there's too much sunlight coming in. And if they don't quickly do something, it'll just get taken over by algae. So yeah, there's no, I can't see any tadpoles. Nowhere to hide for them. This is the little orchard area. I think each tree is sort of slightly different type of apple and thing. Well, it's just next to the River Wharf. So even though that sort of bough has fallen into the river, it's still growing, still all got leaves on it and everything, but I guess when it starts to get high flow, it might start to get ripped off or taken away. Yeah, it's just still growing there. So yeah, it's just sort of like collapsed in from the main part of the tree up there. But yeah, still alive. Little car parks up here. So it's Friday, early afternoon. (23rd of May), and the foxgloves are starting to come out now. Lupins are out. The white foxglove there, and a red one there. This is basically a version of this same bush. So this bush is kind of round with a few flowers on it. That's like a sort of more straggly version, it's seeded and all the same flowers. Someone's had a car picked up and put on the back of a lorry, like collected, maybe just going for scrap or something, down the end of the street, and so that's what the beeping is there. The reversing lorry, I think. There it goes down there, look. It's quite breezy this afternoon. So that really looks like it's going off with an old car or something. Well, Saturday morning, and we've had our first rain. It was overnight, 6.1 millimeters. So not a huge amount, but enough to sort of give everything a little bit of a watering and a dampen. So yeah, we've got wet grass and wet roads, but not that wet, but just for like damp really, for the first time in quite some time. We're Saturday the 24th of May. So yeah, we're just down here at Garnett's Wharf on the river, and there has been rain overnight, so there's a little bit of more flow, but it's over the weir, you can see over there, flowing, but still quite low really. So this is the River Wharf in Otley. So yeah, so we've got the sort of parched grass and things, but it's a little bit of overnight rain. 6.1 millimeters there was. Not a huge amount, but some. And but it's quite it's windy, but it's quite a warm wind, like a westerly coming along. So we're just going to cross this little bridge here. So we've just crossed over the river into Wharf Meadows Park. There's little sort of unmown areas where they're trying to shrubify the site. We've got the tennis courts, they're free to use there as well, and all this gym equipment as well you can use, like a trim trail. So on the northern side of the river now, which is just down there, the River Wharf, heading back towards the kind of main road this way, and the play park and things. So there's a little skate park here, and then we've got the nice little walk along the river. And up the top of the grass bank there, follow that along, that's where all those kind of old remnants of millstones and things are. So they've just been left up there, which I've shown you on a previous video. Bank holiday weekend, nobody here. So this is the site of the Otley Lido, and they're trying to raise money to restore it. We've currently got it boarded off, a bit derelict. So the outdoor swimming pool and everything that was here, it's just empty really, so yeah, it's abandoned for years. This is the bowling green here, the bowling club. And then you can see the temporary footbridge, which I think they're going to open soon. They've been building for ages and knocking trees, cutting trees down for.
Because it would have got mowed anyway.
So through the 20s, presumably 1920s, facilities that include open air baths, paddling pools, seesaw, swings, sand pit, 6 tennis courts, 9-hole putting green, a crown green for bowls. So there we go. Get higher bathing costumes and towels, swimming, the bandstand. This is where we are now with the boats. But normally every year there are boats here you can hire, but of course with this construction work going on, they've not been here this year. So this is the temporary bridge, controversial temporary bridge, footbridge. And then what they're going to do once this opens, they're going to then sort of take off the footbridge that was added to the main old bridge, which has been there hundreds of years, doing no problem. They added this footbridge on the end of it, like in the 50s or 60s, and then that's decaying, so they're going to have, that's what they're replacing. So it's a lot of work for not much really, because the road bridge is fine. It's just they tacked onto the side of it a footbridge. But you can see how parched the ground is here. This is this nice row of houses with the little gardens and this little sort of water channel which runs along. It must like collect a bit of flood water. Just yeah, nice little channel. They've got it grassed. There's a little channel. Some people have got it. Yeah, every house has got a little bridge going over the channel. But yeah, so this is the controversial bridge. What a I mean, dear, what a mess.
They've even put a bit of tarmac for like wheelchairs.
Yeah, well, no, that's not. Yeah, they've got to go down that bit. They've got to go down the zigzaggy bit down there, yeah. So this is the bit. Alright. These removals are the 3rd of May. These are these padlock things, ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, so this is the bit they're replacing here, this tacked on bit at the end. And why they've had to put that there. Got numbered panels, look. Please take away your padlock, rusty padlock is what they've said, by the 23rd of May. Well, that's passed now. So yeah, it's all a bit strange, isn't it? There we go. It's the Environment Agency gauging point there, the river level recorder. Although there is another one just down there. So I don't know whether it's a backup or maybe one is defunct. Okay, Okay, so we're going to walk back to the car where we left it down there, and then yeah, we've got all the cabling and electric cables under there. Yeah. So this is where the trees were cut down, but even on that one that they've left, they've still cut some of the branches down on it. Right, yeah, there's a man like security shed, yeah. That must be his job, just to stay in there all day and night. Oh, bank holiday.
Ring off a mosaic.
A mosaic? Yes, not only have got all that disruption there, but they've also built on the lovely grass here, the lovely green football pitches, a massive sort of set of sheds and that, where all the workmen can go and have their sandwiches and things in there. It's quite a big area that's been compound that's been taken over there, right at the back of somebody's, you know, people's houses there. Oh, yeah. Big compound. So as well, just near the Bon Apps restaurant here, there's this plot of land, and they're going to build some apartments on that as well. Yeah. Yeah, so the free food today, Saturday morning, was potatoes, and then various types of bread and all that. Basil, iceberg lettuce, different buns, turnip, specialty bread, another basil, ciabatta rolls, crispy potato waffle fries, more loaves, hot dog rolls, some nice fresh tomatoes, like nothing wrong with it at all, just perfectly solid tomatoes. 5 of those. Aubergines. I don't really want these are protein crumpets. I'm not quite, it sounds a bit funny, doesn't it? Hot dog rolls, you've got the sprouts. Anyway, so yeah, so those, but then also at the little Asda, there was some cheese. So Cathedral City cheese reduced to 81p. It had been 368. There's a couple of those, and then also what there was eggs. Now, if I have a look at these eggs, you get normally at Asda you get 15 eggs for £2.15. But here we've got 15 eggs for 97p. We've got 3 packs of them, so it's 45 eggs. And the date is 31st of May, best before. So still another week. So that's quite alright, isn't it? But, yeah, not bad. Stephanie has made a, what is it?
Savoury loaf.
I don't really know.
Savoury loaf. Like, what's it got in it? Cheese, spring onion, basil, herbs. What else? Puff pastry.
Pastry and cheese and herbs.
What else has it got in it, Stephanie?
Cheese.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's nice.
Well done, Stephanie.
Nice.